Back in the day, stereos, or what we call hi-fis, were something that many people spent a lot of time and money on. It was something that they built up over time, expanding and upgrading it to get the perfect sound. Recently, I have been trying to get back to that part of my life. For most of my life, music was so important to me, and I was always searching through new and used stores looking for that next speaker or that next component that would make my music sound even better. Then the computer age took off, and little by little, without even realizing it, all of that work and effort building a stereo system just faded away, and I learned to compromise quality for the convenience of overcompressed streaming garbage. But then I had an oh crap moment. One day I realized that this beautiful music that I loved so much was being abused through compression, headphones, and smartphones. I started kicking myself for letting myself get this far from my passion. I still had a couple of old stereo components in America, so my parents sent them to me, and I started again. I had some speakers, I had an amplifier, and my parents had bought me a new turntable. I was on my way back. But wait, while I loved listening to records on the turntable, most of my music was on CDs. Yeah, remember those? So I started looking around online for a CD player. I found a few listed, but these people were asking crazy amounts of money for them. I thought to myself, why would I spend so much money on a CD player when I could get a cheap DVD player for less than half the price? And DVD players also play CDs. So I compromised once again. I went out and I bought a cheap DVD player and I hooked it up to my stereo system. Yes, I was able to listen to my CD collection again, but something just didn't sit well with me. It didn't seem to sound as good as it used to. It seemed more shallow, less impactful. Was it just me? Have I just lost the passion for the music quality? I didn't think so. So finally, I decided that I would find a reasonably priced CD player if it killed me. We checked every place in town and got the same reaction from everywhere. CD players are no longer available, but here is a DVD player that will play CDs. I wasn't going to fall for that again. Finally, I got my break. Our friend told us of a surplus store in a nearby city that sells used electronics from America. We got on the bus and we went to that city. We found that store, and to my amazement, not only did they have a CD player, they had the exact same model CD player that I used to have, and at a reasonable price. Getting back home and plugging everything in, I was so excited and worried at the same time. I was excited to get my old CD player back, but at the same time I was worried that the difference wouldn't be noticeable. Finally, I started playing some discs, and to my relief, I had not lost my ability to appreciate quality. It sounded better. It sounded much better. This got me thinking about life and God. I think it's really the same situation with life and our relationship with God. Just as I had slowly compromised quality for convenience with regards to music, I think we do the same with God. We go to church on Sunday and we feel like we have done our duty to God. It's a quick fix, fast food kind of relationship. But just as I learned that the music will sound better if you use the right components, this is also true with our life and our relationship with God. If you try to fit God into the culture, it's like trying to play the CDs on the DVD player. It might be okay, but it's not the right component, so it won't be great. If you listen to the self-help pastors or the prosperity pastors, it might sound really good. But it's like trying to plug in cheap speakers into an expensive amp. It might sound okay, but it sure won't sound great. You have to use the right components to get the best results. We need to have the right friends. We need to spend time in the right book. We need to talk to the right God. And we need to let God do his work in us. If we have all the right components all put together, then you will have a good base to start from. Because like every hi-fi builder, you are always looking for that next upgrade, that next part to make it even better. And our relationship with God is the same. It always grows. We should always be looking to upgrade and improve it as long as we are here on earth, just like our hi-fi.